Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hi!
Well, in this best occasion, we would like to present our research assignment presentation that we dedicate to Ms. Lola as a lecturer of research subject.
Okay, before we start the presentation, I would like to introduce ourselves. Okay, the first member is
me, Arien,
and the second is me, Asyarli,
and the last one is me, Khairunnisa.
Okay, now in this presentation, we would like to present about each typical topics or titles that we found for each quantitative research methodologies and design. So let's go to the first one of research design. It's correlation study. The topic is about the correlation between reading motivation and reading comprehension of the second grade of student of SMP Negeri 4 Samarinda. This is the research question. The first is how is the reading motivation, and then the second is how is the reading comprehension, and then the third is how does the correlation between reading motivation and reading comprehension. And then this is the hypothesis. The first one is null hypothesis, which means there is no significant correlation. And then the second one is alternative hypothesis, which means there is a significant correlation. And then variable types and population and sample. So the variable types here consist of independent and dependent variable. The independent variable is reading motivation and the dependent variable is reading comprehension. And then for this population and sample, we have all of the second grade students of SMP Negeri 4 Samarinda, and the sample is 17 students in each class, which means there are 152 students as the sample. And then here, about the instrument, there are two instruments. The first instrument is questionnaire of reading motivation, and then the second is a test of reading comprehension. Here's the data collection technique. The first one is trying out of the reading comprehension test, and then determining the analysis assessment, and then the third, giving the questionnaire and reading comprehension test, and then the fourth, scoring the questionnaire and reading test, and then the last, analysis the data. Well, now let's move to the second research design. It's single subject research. And the topic is the effect of using student team achievement division technique to reading ability of the second grade student of SMP Negeri 45 Samarinda. Well, now about the research question and research objective. The first research question is asking about the student reading ability before they given a treatment, and then the second is about student ability after they given a treatment, and then the third asking about whether there is a significant difference before and after given the treatment. And then the research objective is to know all of the research question. Then here the variable types. There are two kinds of variable types. The independent one is student team achievement division technique, and the dependent one is reading ability. And then about the population and sample, the population is 65 students, and the sample is class 8A with the total number of students 29. This is the instrument. There are 50 questions for a tryout, and then 30 questions for pre-test, and then 30 questions for post-test, and all of these questions are in multiple choice. Okay, next will be presented by Asyarli.
Well, this is my turn, and I will continue the previous presentation which delivered by Arien. And this part is about data collection technique. Well, The first technique is giving tryouts in other class to check the validity, reliability of the test. And the next is giving pre-test to the sample of the second years. And after giving pre-test, giving treatment and giving post-test. After that, collecting and tabulating the scores. After that, collecting the average or mean of the student scores. Next, let's move on to other design, that is causal comparative research. These are the title of the thesis: a comparative study between girls and boys vocabulary mastery of the 6th grade students of SDN 013 Pendidikan Sama-Sama. Next is research question. As you see guys, there are 3 research questions of this study. The first question is, how is the girls' vocabulary mastery? And the second question is asking for the boys' vocabulary mastery. And the third one is asking for the difference between girls and boys' vocabulary mastery. Next point is research objective. There are also 2 research objectives which is related to the answer of the research question. Well, next is hypothesis. On this study, there are 2 hypotheses. The first is null hypothesis. It means that there is no difference between of the boys and girls' vocabulary mastery. And the second is alternative hypothesis. It means that there is a significant difference. Well, next one is population and sample. The population of this study was the 6th grade students, with total number of the population is 149 students from 4 classes. And the sample is the researcher took 30 students from 4 classes, which divided into 2 groups that consist of 15 girl students and 15 boy students. Well, we are going to the instrument that researcher used on this study. In this study, the researcher used multiple choice of vocabulary tests. And next one is data collection technique. As you see guys, there are 5 types of data collection techniques, whereas the first is collecting the girls and boys vocabulary mastery test scores. After that, the researcher arranging the girls and the boys vocabulary test scores. After that, the researcher putting the girls and the boys vocabulary test score into the table. After that, the researcher finding out the mean score. And the last is comparing the result of girls and boys vocabulary mastery. Okay guys, now let's move to the 4th research design, and that is the experimental research. And the title of this research is the effect of using PlayStation in vocabulary mastery of the 1st grade students of SMP Negeri 6 Samarinda in academic year 2013 and 2014. Next, we are going to know the research question and research objective of the study. The research question, there are 3 research questions, whereas the first question is asking the vocabulary mastery of the sample before using PlayStation. And the second question is, how is the vocabulary mastery of the 1st grade students after using PlayStation? And the third question is there any significant effect before and after using PlayStation? Next one is the research objective. There are also 3 research objectives which deal with the answer of the research question. Okay guys, that's all from me, and next presentation will be delivered by Khairunnisa.
Here to continue Asyarli's explanation, and I will explain about the hypothesis and variable types. Okay, the first one is variable type. Dependent variable is vocabulary mastery, and independent variable is using PlayStation. And there are two hypotheses of this research. The first one is null hypothesis. It means there is no significant difference between them. And also, the second one is alternative hypothesis. It means there is a significant difference between them. Okay, this is about the sample and also the population. And the population is the first grade of students of SMP Negeri 6 Samarinda, and the sample is 78 or 36 students, and the instrument of this research is a vocabulary test with 50 questions of multiple choice. Okay, this is about the data collection technique. Okay, the first one is determining the population and sample, and the second is designing the task. The third one is trying out the test. The fourth is giving pre-test. The fifth is giving treatment, and the sixth is giving post-test. And number 7 is collecting and tabulating. Number 8 is collecting the average, and number 9 is combining the score. And the last one is measuring the different score. Okay, this is the number 5 methods is survey research. And the title of survey research is Attitude, Perception, and Tendencies Towards Cheating on Exams of University and College of Education Science Students. Okay, before I start, I just would like you know if this is not a thesis but a journal. Okay, this is about the research question. The first research question is asking about the different conception about cheating behaviors of university and college students. And the second one is asking about the rated beliefs of college and university students. Okay, the purpose of this research is to compare the different conception about the rated beliefs about cheating behaviors from university and college students. Okay, this is the hypothesis of the journal, and it consists of two. The first one is null hypothesis. It means there is no significant difference in conception. And the second one is alternative hypothesis. It means there is no significant difference between them. Them in here means the university and college students. Okay, this is the population and sample. So, the population of this journal is 2,500 students in 300 level. The sample of this journal is only 425 science students from 300 level. Instrument. No. There are two instruments in here. The first one is questionnaire and the second one is interview. Okay, the last one is about data collection technique. Okay, the first step is distributed the questionnaire, and the second one, tell the respondent if their answer will be anonymous, and the third is tell the respondent they only answer the question that they want to answer. The next is there are about 425 questionnaires that distribute. Okay, the next is they spend 3 days to collect the questionnaire, and the next one, the questionnaire collect as soon as they finish, and the last one, their response were analyzed by using chi-square and also t-test statistic. Okay, that's all about my explanation. Okay guys, that's all that I can explain.
Thank you for watching.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. The last word.
Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.